Welcome back to the Fire Pit. You know, at the Fire Pit, a lot of times we talk about some of the unsung heroes that are involved in the adoption world. There's the adoptive families, the foster families, the social workers, and all the other servant leaders. But there's another unsung hero, and that's the birth mom. The birth mom is somebody who made a decision that was hard, but it was rooted in love. And they're the heroes that don't get talked about very often. Last year I had a chance to speak at an adoption conference, and the singer-songwriter Mark Schultz was entertaining that weekend. And Mark was placed for adoption by his birth mom at birth, and for many years he thought his mom didn't love him. And after a show one time, someone came up to him and said, "No, your mom gave you up because she loved you so much." She basically was saying, "I love you so much, you're gonna have a better life with another family." Can you imagine being in that situation and how difficult that decision would be? If you ever have a chance to go see Mark in concert, you will not regret it. Speaking about birth moms, it reminds me of another Both Hands family, Jason and Tegan Fuller. They live in California. They did a Both Hands project in 2024. They served Miss Karen, did some repairs around the house and some lawn work, and they had a great time. They set their goal to raise $30,000. Well, it turns out they raised $17,000 more than they expected. Now, it doesn't happen very often that a family raises that much more, but it turns out God knew exactly what they needed. Okay, the birth mom lived in Texas. At 38 weeks, she was 2 centimeters dilated. She went to the hospital 2 hours away. The Fullers flew in from California, and they got an Airbnb. Well, it turns out the baby didn't come for another 4 weeks, but what that led them to do is have the opportunity to live with this birth mom for a month. And this is what Tegan, the mom, wrote about that situation. They said, "What we thought was extra turned out to be exactly what we needed. Our birth mom watched us live in a real and tangible way, observed how we parented our 6-year-old, and was able to interact with members of our extended family. Our birth mom stated that because of the time she spent with us during those weeks, she knew she was making the right decision." I can't imagine how she would have gotten that confidence if we hadn't spent that time together. All our lives are better for it. Even though God's plan was stressful to live through in the moment, it's undeniable that He was working on us and in us for the better of our new son and our new extended birth family. When I think about that story, you can't make this stuff up. I wouldn't have thought to put it together like that, but God knew. God knew exactly what they needed, and that extra $17,000 is exactly what they lived on, and were able to love on that birth mom for the next month. Let me tell you, there are hundreds and thousands, probably millions of people who owe their lives to the courage and unselfishness of a birth mom. So I would encourage you, if you can, go volunteer at a pregnancy center, or maybe your church has a ministry to birth moms. Go in there, lend a hand, because these birth moms, they are heroes. They probably don't think of themselves that way, but they truly are. Oh, and one more thing, we got the Ty Squared Vision Project coming up. Every year we raise funds to keep our operations going. This is named in memory of Ty Osmond and his son, little Ty, 2 great men that we remember every year at this time of year. You know what? We need your help. Right now we're serving over 20 widows in Franklin, and we need about 300 people. So if you haven't signed up, there's something at the end of this video, sign up. We need your help. You can help donate, you can send letters, maybe your company can be a sponsor, but this is our big event. It's like a family reunion. It's always a lot of fun, a memorable day, great food, and you have a chance to give your life away. Hope to see you there.